Yeah, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the optimization technique. This is introductory class. We should go for that. What actually this optimization technique is. Now see, a simple definition is what an optimization is the act of achieving the best possible results under given circumstances. Means whatever the circumstances are there, because every time, like the like what, like in the share market, every time the share is not increasing, every time the Indian economy is not the same, right? Every time the environment is not same, right? Government is not same. So many whatever the circumstances we have, we just getting the best possible outcome, best results. That is called the optimization. So the primary objective may not be to optimize the absolutely, but to compromise effectively and thereby produce the best formulation under a given set of restrictions. I said means every time getting the profit is not the optimization objective, right? Or minimizing the loss is not the objective. The thing is that we have to sustain so that we should go further. That is also a optimization part. The question is why optimization is necessary. Now optimization means what? We go for the reduce the cost. That depends upon whether we are reducing, because we set the our target, we set the objective, whether we are going for reducing the cost, we are saving the time, or or we are going for the innovation and efficiency, or we are going for the safety and reduce the error. That's an somebody has tell me regarding the reducing the complexity of the problem or complexity of the system. That's again it is reduce the errors, right? It comes under, or we increase the productivity. So this is the this optimization, this related with the all these things. So this is the basic objective of the optimization. This is historical development means when it is start. Now see Isaac Newton, the development of differential calculus method of optimization. Now see how these people are, they're working on the optimization. Like Joseph Louis Lagrange's had calculus of variations, minimization of functional method of optimization for constraint problems. They have given. Then Cauchy has given the solution by direct substitution, steepest descent method for unconstrained optimization. They have given. So steepest descent method. So this is all go for the numerical optimization that you have some method you have learned about in first semester in the numerical methods maybe. Then Danzig has given the linear and simplex method. So Danzig, this is a very important mathematician and is a Russian mathematician, and he has given all about the operation research, we call it. So he has given the linear programming and it changes the life, because Danzig has given in the during the Second World War. Now see 1914 to 2005. In 1947, during the Second World War, he has given this method, and the Second World War, in that his method was implemented. Albert Tucker, the necessary and sufficient condition. This is called the N and S condition for optimal solution of the programming problem. This comes under the non-linear programming. So two kind of the problem, non-linear and non-linear. So optimization will be the basic classification of the optimization will comes that depends upon the problems. So the parameters, what are the parameters? The main parameters of the optimization comes here. One is called the objective function. We have to set the objective, right? What is the objective? Whether we go for the maximization of the profit or whether we go for the minimization of the cost. So objective function expresses the main aim of the model, which is either to be minimized or maximized. I'm not going in the detail, but just I'm giving a simple idea or the background of the what actually optimization and comprises. So objective function is the one parameter, uh, because some exceptions are there. Objective means there is some problem, there is no objective function, there is a multi-objective function that go for the goal programming and other methods. So we are not going in that detail, but simple is that the objective function is means we have to set our goal, we express our objective function what actually is, so that you have to construct your model according to that. If you want to construct the model for the problem, the thing is that what is your objective, whether you are going for the minimization part or you are going for the maximization for that. According to that situations, you have to define all the variables, you have to define all the construct the models or design the model. So this is one of the basic is the main parameter considered in optimization. One is, this is another is called the variable. The set of variable means set of unknown variables. So can we write here? Is it possible to write? Suppose I want to write here. Yeah, yes. So variable means sometimes we are also called decision variable. Sometimes we call the decision variables. Decision variables. All right. So we have to decide variables. We have to decide. So the actually the suppose x1, x2, these are the variables, and we have to find this value because this value will tell. Now see, before that, just listen everybody. Suppose I want to make I make a chair, a company that make a chair and table. Suppose make a chair and table, right? So we have to call it. This is the one variable. This is called the second variable, and we have a number of machines, and the machines are M1 and M2. Suppose so, chair will take M1 some hour. Chair making a 1 unit of chair will go on the machine M1 and it will go on machine M2. Similarly, 1 unit of the table will use machine M1 and machine M2. Now the question is, suppose I am talking about the profit. Suppose I am talking about the profit. How will you increase the profit? Who will tell me? This profit depend upon what? If the machine is there, two machines are there, and we are producing the chair and table. How should we increase the profit? How should maximize the profit? Who will tell me? This machine is fixed in an hour, per hour, or in a week we can use it in a week. This time is fixed. Machine hour is fixed. Yes, anyone please? Anyone? Drishika Jain, Sambhavi. Yeah, Drishika.
Yes, sir.
How to maximize?
Sir,
Subhankar?
Sir, by increasing the production per machine.
Per machine, that means
Here,
by
machine is the independent variable.
yes, this is a machine M1 and M2. This is the fixed quantity, fixed time hour is fixed. So when you increase the number, as maximum chair and maximum table we will produce in the given time limit of the machine M1 and M2, that will maximize our profit. अगर एक मशीन एक दिन में 7 आवर्स चल सकता है, मशीन 2 6 आवर्स चल सकता है, तो उस पीरियड में आप जितना ज़्यादा चेयर और टेबल बनाएंगे उतना ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट होगा. यही तो होगा, because this machine hour is fixed. So I call it variable x1 and x2. I call it variable x1 and x2. So we have to maximize this x1 and x2. So what is the maximum value of x1 and x2? We could find by using the different methods. So this is called the decision variable. Right? We cannot go for the machine M1 is x1 and M2 is x2. Decision variable is our chair and table. That's why this variable we set, because this is unknown. X1 and x2 are what? This is unknown. We have to find what actually number of chairs and number of tables we should produce, and that is called the decision variable. They are unknown. So the variable control the value of the objective functions. What I said, it is these variables control the objective function, because when you this x1 x2 will give the good value, it will maximize the profit or it will minimize the cost. So variable can be broadly classified into the independent variable and the dependent variable. So not going in the in the detail in depth of that word independent or dependent variable. Then another is called the constraints. What actually, anyone can tell me what is actually mean by constraints?
So the restrictions.
Restrictions.
In which,
Any more?
the range in which whatever the value of a variable will be.
Variable belief. Suppose I am just writing here. हमने कहा कि मशीन M1 हमने बोला था अभी ना, मशीन M1 को 7 आवर्स से ज़्यादा एक दिन में है ना इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते, और मशीन M2 को 8 आवर्स से ज़्यादा काम नहीं कर सकते. तो अगर मैं इसको एक वेरिएबल के फॉर्म में लिखे x1 प्लस x2 इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 7 एंड x1 प्लस x2 लेस देन इक्वल टू 8, इसका मतलब ये हुआ ना कि हम दोनों को प्रोड्यूस करना है लेकिन हम 7 घंटे से या उससे कम यूज करेंगे, यही तो मतलब हुआ. So these 7 and 8, these are the constant value. So this equation is called the constraints. Or restrictions that must be there, that we cannot use more than 7 hours of the machine. If you will use more than 7 hours, you have to pay extra, and whatever the amount you will pay for extra, that will decrease your profit. Yeah.
Yes, sir. समझ रहे हैं.
You are with me, na? So the restriction that must be satisfied to produce an acceptable design are collectively called the design constraints. The constraint may be behavioral, functional, geometrical, or site. So we'll go when I will tell you how to formulate the problem. You know how to formulate the problem. There is a problems. We have so many problems. I have. First, I will tell you how to formulate the problem in the mathematical form. Then I will tell you the method, how to apply this method to solve this problem. So formulation, mathematical formulation, then solution. I will go for that. Fine. Very, very simple. So these are the statement I'm not going because okay, classification of optimization here is based on, now see, optimization is classified as what, how the classified it. It's very important, and I will share this PPT to you guys for a theoretical point of view based on constraints. If the constraints optimization we are going for, there is Lagrange's method. Unconstrained optimization, we go for the least square methods based on nature of the design variables. Static optimization, dynamic optimization, based on physical structure, optimal control, suboptimal control, that depend upon that. Then based on nature of variables, stochastic optimization or deterministic. What do you mean by deterministic and stochastic? Any difference?
So stochastic means probability, like
Yeah, great.
optimization. Deterministic is 100%.
Very good. Probabilistic, this is the probabilistic nature, and this deterministic means that we can have the sure, its prior information is there, right? Its prior information we have, and outcomes is outcomes known. हमें ये पता है कि outcomes भी पता है ना, but still we should apply. हमें आउटपुट पता है, हमें पता है कि when you take this bus number 26 from Manipal, we'll go to Sodala. Yeah, we go to the government hostel Chora. You can go for, or we go for the MI road connection. So that we should still apply the but stochastic optimization means there is a time variations. There is a many things that probability is there. We don't know. There is a uncertainty is there, right? Like coin system and a waiting line system. We don't know how many people come in the queue. We don't know how many people, right? Your service is ready. Yeah.
सर एक बार ये दोनों ऑप्टिमाइजेशन फिर से बता दीजिए, मैं ठीक से समझ नहीं पाया.
कोई बात. हाँ, स्टोकास्टिक ऑप्टिमाइजेशन मतलब होता है कि ऑप्टिमाइजेशन हम वहाँ अप्लाई करेंगे जहाँ पे हम प्रोबेबिलिटी की बात करेंगे. फाइन, वेयर द प्रोबेबिलिटी इज देयर. स्टोकास्टिक मींस प्रोबेबिलिस्टिक नेचर इज देयर. हमें एक एग्जांपल लेके चलते हैं, ठीक है. एग्जांपल में ये है, हमने कहा कि आपको एक नया स्टेशन, ट्रेन स्टेशन बनाया गया है और वहाँ पे आपको रिजर्वेशन काउंटर बनाना है. Now the question is how many counters should be there on the station. ओके। और सपोज एक बैंक हमें सेटअप करना है, उस बैंक का ब्रांच लेके आए हैं एंड हमें वहाँ पे बैंक के पास हमें एटीएम या हमें टेलर जो होते हैं, टेलर जो पैसे देते हैं, अकाउंटेंट पैसे देते हैं, जो कितने उनके काउंटर होने चाहिए, वी डोंट नो. So very simple way that just go for the ticket counter admission station. How many stations are there? Because here you know how many people will come in a minute on the station to take the ticket. You know, can you find it?
नहीं सर, सिचुएशन
No.
पर डिपेंड करेगा.
It depends upon the time and it is a probabilistic. Sometimes the people come in a gathering way. Sometimes the gap will be unfilled, right?
Yes sir.
Sometimes. So this is the probabilistic nature of the problem. So where we have to optimize how many the counter for the ticket we have to set up. That comes under the stochastic optimization. Yeah.
समझ गया सर. डिटरमिनिस्टिक एक बार बता दीजिए.
Yeah, deterministic मतलब हमें पता है पहले से, है ना, हमें पता है कि हमें उसका रिजल्ट पता है, बस उस रिजल्ट को पाने के लिए हमें कैसे ऑप्टिमाइजेशन अप्लाई करें, ये हमें मेथड अप्लाई करना है. दैट कम्स अंडर डिटरमिनिस्टिक ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. ओके.
थैंक यू सर.
But then that doesn't become a problem, right, sir? Ki we know the answer, we know the question B, then.
बट हाउ टू अचीव द, अच्छा ये बताइए, हमें पता है कि 26 नंबर बस से हमें गवर्नमेंट हॉस्टल जाना है, ये तो पता है आपको, बिना बस में बैठे आप पहुंच जाएंगे.
नहीं sir, I can't see.
सो हाउ टू टेक दैट बस.
Okay.
मेनी थिंग इन बिटवीन दैट ना, your situation, time zone, everything is there na. When should you start the journey, many things.
So what is the end result? What are we trying to find in deterministic optimization, sir? At the end.
Deterministic optimization means the goal we have to set it. We should set the goal. हमें just our goal is suppose I'm using the bus example. I have to go to the government hostel by 26 number bus, right, from the Manipal.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
My objective is to minimize the time.
Okay, so time becomes the priority.
Cost is the time. Cost fare is the same fare every time, but how to minimize the time? How to go there?
Okay,
right?
sir.
So at what time we should go? At what time we should start the journey so that the less crowd in the way?
Yes, sir.
Right?
समझ में आया, sir.
So these kind of the things that we have to go for. So many things, many determinants. Inventory, even inventory, we know that if the inventory system is there, and if inventory को minimize करेंगे तो हमारा profit बढ़ जाएगा. We know, but the question is how to optimize the inventory, how to minimize the inventory. Right?
Yes,
So there are so many methods to optimize the inventory. Getting my point?
हाँ sir, समझ में आ रहा है.
Similarly, separable and non-separable methods are there. Then based on the nature of the equations involved, here now come to your syllabus also. So see how many optimization techniques are there, but here we are confined with this, means the nature of the equation means if the equation is linear, if the equation is quadratic, if equation is non-linear. According to that, the different methods are there, different methods. So the tremendous methods for the as a optimization technique. So I said every field you can apply the optimization technique, and they are bifurcated as per the nature and per the many constraints. So based on the permissible values of the design variable, that called the integer programming, real value programming. Suppose I'm talking about their inter programming is the, sometimes the integer programming is there or real value programming is there, because if you want to optimize the man hours, you cannot optimize the man of 5.5 mans. Man will be what? Number of employee will be either 5 or 6. You cannot get the optimum value 5.5 labor. You cannot find. So in that case, the integer value is required. Somewhere in that we can also use it. Based on the nature of objective function means there is a single objective, there is a multi-objective. So here we concerned about the single objective functions only, right? Then there is a I will take 2 minutes. Before that I take attendance. आज तो मैं डाउनलोड कर लेता हूँ, कल से मैं कॉल कर लूँगा मैं. अटेंडेंस ओके। सो ये है, और चलिए कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, वी हैव टेकिंग द टाइम। सो कल क्लासिकल थोड़ा सा करेंगे और उसके बाद फिर हम इससे स्टार्ट करेंगे, कुछ प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट करेंगे। तो शुड आई स्टॉप हियर? Stop here, make it sense or not, you tell me please, is it interesting or not?
ठीक है सर, अभी रोक दीजिए।
हाँ, रोक देता हूँ मैं, and it's very very important now. Fine, so tomorrow we will continue from this point. Fine.
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, for open electives also we will have the midterm and the end term exams.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, sir, for our seniors it is graded, but for us some people are saying that it is non-graded. So how will it be?
No, it is graded. Why it is graded? You know, optimization technique here is 3 credit, and this is the way, this is the possibility. You'll get the good marks here. This is a good paper because quantitative paper is there. You get the good marks, and then your CGPI will be is valid. So this will help you to increase your CGPI. So this is very important paper.
Yes,
Don't go to,
sir.
है ना?
So it is of my interest, but there are very few people in the class, and most are seniors, and like will it be like relative grading, or like I'm not so sure about
No, it is
Sir?
as per yeah.
Sir, in the mail that was given to us, they said ki it is 3 credit course, but it won't be used while calculating the GPA.
No. मेल में लिखा है।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, वो लिखा हुआ था उसके लिए। We thought कि it's compulsory to write exams, pass and all, but ऐसे तो हम लोग को grading नहीं होगा।
नहीं, आप मेल का फॉरवर्ड करिएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है। ऑलवेज इट इज कंसीडर्ड एज अ पेपर, ऑलवेज इट इज कंसीडर्ड।
अच्छा,
आई विल चेक एंड मेक यू कंफर्म देयर।
सर अगर एग्जाम होगा तो भी ओपन बुक है, क्लोज बुक है सर? जस्ट वांटेड टू कंफर्म।
क्लोज बुक होता है।
क्लोज बुक, ओके सर।
क्लोज बुक। अब तो आपको ऑफलाइन भी क्लासेस शुरू हो जाएगी, सो है ना, कोई इसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
Some of us are staying online for this semester, sir, including me.
Let's
Sir,
see. Yeah.
Sir, actually this is of my interest, and especially for data science. However, how will the grading be? Like, will it be relative grading? Because I think we only have like 10 people in our class. Like
I will ask. You know, people will come because today is the first class. No, yes, tomorrow. No, actually today is the first class for open elective of this group. So up to
Yes.
19th, the people will rejoin. People will join because some people just going to क्या होता है कि पेपर मेरे इस सब्जेक्ट में बहुत बच्चे होते हैं, more than 60 और 80, sometimes 2 or 3 sections are there. तो अभी क्या ऑनलाइन इतने ओपन इलेक्टिव फ्लोट कर दिया है कि बच्चे क्या है ना, थोड़े थोड़े करके इधर उधर हो गए। बट जब उनको पता चलता है कि हाँ ये दिस इज द वेरी वैल्यूएबल कोर्स, सो क्या सब भाग के और एप्लीकेशन दे के आते हैं मेरे पास, आते हैं सब साइन करा के जाते हैं कि सर आई वांट टू दिस कोर्स, आई वांट दिस कोर्स। तो अभी तो अभी लग रहा है आपको उनको पता नहीं है, उनको किसी ने बताया नहीं होगा, है ना। जब उनको फीडबैक पता चलता है चीज़ों के बारे में कि एक्चुअली व्हाट द थिंग्स आर देयर एंड व्हाट द थिंग्स दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर देयर करियर, तो तब वो भाग के आते हैं। So it is not a matter of the strength. The matter is that how the things are useful. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you everybody. Should I stop now?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
could you stop the recording before ending the meeting? And he left.